All right, we continue on our interview set from the next blockchain, and I believe now we have an interview with the titan of cryptocurrency industry, which is Bobby Lee, Mr. Lee. Very nice and great pleasure to have you in Ukraine. Welcome to Ukraine.
Thank you for having me. It's great to visit this wonderful city, wonderful country.
Thank you very much. Having such a big person in our area, it's already shows.
I'm a small person in a big country.
In a big country, yeah, that we're really mature for a cryptocurrency, for blockchain technology. Because I believe you wouldn't spend time wasting and being in some countries which are not really ready for this technology. So this very good sign that we're really mature and ready for that. Okay, now I would like to ask a couple of questions about your position in a Bitcoin organization and the nearest plans. I mean, among those one which you would like to review to our audience.
Which one of what?
You would like to review, I mean, technological roadmap plans, I mean, anything which could be very important. Bitcoin is important for anybody. When Bobby Lee is saying something about Bitcoin, this is like a prediction with an almost 100% guarantee. So what you could say, I mean, about the nearest plans of Bitcoin development, anything which concerns many people who holds Bitcoin?
Yeah, so one thing I want to tell people is to not forget, currently, as you know, the last 2 years, we've seen a craze, a hype of ICOs and tokens. So a lot of people are making a lot of money, a lot of people are making investments, a lot of companies, teams are raising a lot of money through token sales and ICOs. That's all good. Some of those investments will go bad, some will do well. What's more important is people should not forget how this came about. This came about because of innovation and the invention of Bitcoin as a cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, is a true digital asset. This is the most innovative thing that's happened in the last few centuries, I would say, other than the internet. So the point is that if you invest in ICOs and tokens and all that stuff, that's fine, but don't forget, always make sure you're also investing in true digital currency, decentralized digital currency like Bitcoin itself, Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash.
Understand. The next question is about, forks, because for many cryptocurrencies, forks are good. So Bitcoins, let's say, as a primary focus guy, so it's, can be tricky. So we know even a little bit politics in between forks. Your personal viewpoint, are forks good for Bitcoin? Now, I account for like 36 forks, so forks, whether it will be more, whether we will reach 100, and is there really a need to have such a lot of forks? I mean, is it really developing the progress, or it's already at some point, already like a dragging point, and it's not already working not for good, but for some, segregation of influence in between the Bitcoin community?
Yeah, are you talking about how many forks are there for Bitcoin right now? How many are there?
36.
36, that's amazing. I didn't even know there were that many.
Yeah.
So
got unlimited lighting and etc. etc.
Yeah. So what I say is this, okay? Your question was, are forks are good or bad for Bitcoin?
Sure.
I think I actually disagree with that question, the fundamental, because in order for something to be good or bad for Bitcoin, it assumes that something can negatively affect Bitcoin.
Yes.
Right? So it's my opinion that nothing can negatively affect Bitcoin other than lack of knowledge. Mm-hmm. If we suppress and enslave the world and don't tell them that Bitcoin was invented, don't tell them what Bitcoin is, how Bitcoin is, that's what's truly bad for Bitcoin. But aside from that, nothing can harm Bitcoin because it's truly decentralized. Anyone can use it, no one can stop it. So it doesn't matter if there's 100 more forks this year or there's 1,000 forks. In the end, Bitcoin's value will stay because of the properties of Bitcoin, of it being a global decentralized asset class. Now, in terms of forks, many of the forks were created out of greed. Any fork that had pre-mine, any fork that had extra mining or early mining to the founders or blocks taken away, those are all greedy forks. I don't support any of those. So the only two Bitcoins that I support are Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, BTC and BCH.
Okay, that's clear, thanks. The next question is about, let's say, what, up to your opinion, could be the really true accelerator to widespread Bitcoin as a measure of value, as a new mean instead of, for example, classical fiat currencies across the globe? Because 7 billion people, definitely, people are getting faster and faster getting known themselves with this technology. But basically, what could be the accelerators you would suggest to governments, to people, to community, to anyone, in order for us, let's say, we are really happy to adopt and get Bitcoin in our daily life. From your viewpoint, 3-4 accelerators which we really need as a planet, as a community, as everybody, in order to make it faster, smoothly, and with less pain, if I may say.
You're asking about accelerators?
Accelerators, yeah.
What kind of accelerator? Give me an example.
I don't know, regulation, for example. For example, integration with big enterprise companies.
You're asking what can happen that will truly accelerate Bitcoin.
Sure, yeah.
I think it's obviously more media coverage.
More media coverage,
more people, regular people, out of the 7 billion population on Earth, more people understanding fully what Bitcoin is, right? What Bitcoin is, how it can really do well. So I plan to write a book to introduce Bitcoin to the general mass audience, and I think if successful, that can really help people understand what is the significance of Bitcoin, of digital assets, freedom of money, the notion that information is now the true way of ownership. So that's something to understand.
Thank you very much. Positively agree with you. The next question is your daily life. I'm pretty sure you're meeting a lot of billionaires and very wealthy and influential guys. So from your, let's say, viewpoint, for the last 2 years, definitely the awareness about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are really getting to the mass. But let's say, what you could say and characterize what is in mind of a wealthy people? Are they already ready? Are they already starting to get in this? Oh, okay, I have to have something in Bitcoin, or they still like hesitating and on the way?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Like the big guys, millionaires, billionaires, are they already getting in their minds?
Are they really understanding? So certainly some of them are. So we have many wealthy people from the old world before Bitcoin. They're truly understanding it, they're getting it, they're buying it. So you hear about them buying millions and millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin that has become tens and hundreds of millions of dollars. But there are also people from the old guard. For example, someone like Warren Buffett, who I very much respect. However, he still thinks that Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme or Bitcoin is bad. So it's not that he's right or wrong. It's more that it tells me that he doesn't understand Bitcoin. He doesn't understand Bitcoin for what it is. So I hope that one day he will understand Bitcoin and really endorse it. It happened 10 years ago. 5-10 years ago, Warren Buffett would not touch Apple stock. However, back then I was already an investor of Apple stock, the maker of iPhone.
Yeah, sure.
And because I understand the business model of iPhone, the stickiness of the product, and that's why I made an investment in Apple early on. And for Warren Buffett to not understand it, he thought all tech stocks are bad. Well, that's what he said. But now, guess what? Just this year, Warren Buffett is now one of the largest investors of Apple. He put in hundreds of millions of dollars, or even billions, I don't know how much, in Apple stock just recently, because he now
maybe for him he needs time, and in 3 years,
because he needs an opportunity and time to understand the true value of Bitcoin.
We've seen Morgan Stanley flip-flop, Lagarde, Christine Lagarde. Yes. So people getting more knowledge, getting more comfort, and they said, I accept it.
And the good thing is, all smart people, all successful people can always change their mind.
Yeah.
So that's why I have confidence in humanity, is that even the smartest people today out there, the most respected people who say no to Bitcoin today, one day they will say yes. That's okay.
Yeah. The last question is, many people would definitely want to get just a 5 minutes and get a consultancy from you and some advice from you. So is there such an opportunity, to get rich, for example, in Ukraine? Because as you and some other guys just confirmed, many smart people, they have an issue how to get, exposed, how to get to the email box of a big guy, maybe with a really great idea, an opportunity, maybe a little bit cutting the age, but still. We believe next Tesla may be somewhere around. So I got a guy who just invented a mining bulb with LED, so technology. So, and basically what we're talking about, LED is good, so it's economic. So for example, it's already creating some sense. So it's billion of bulbs across the globe. If such a guys would like to get exposed, is there a way they can get on the radar, if I may say?
Well, the idea is that life is about taking opportunities, and also there's luck involved. So it's about finding the right place, right the right place to go to at the right time, whether it's meeting entrepreneurs, meeting industry leaders, attending conferences. Also, it's about working hard. If you work hard, get a good education, work hard on your project, get some good investors, and really try to make a difference. So there is no easy path in life. There is no sure way, single solution. If there were, everyone would be on the path, right? So my point is that if people want to come meet me, they can meet me at conferences. We can meet, exchange email addresses, and talk about that. But in the end, it's about working hard, getting your product, getting your idea, sharing it with people, getting it shown, getting it people to understand it. So there's no quick and dirty solution. It's just like making money.
Hard working.
There is no quick way to getting rich. So people who are talking about, this is how you can get rich quick, this is how I will get rich quick, forget about that. I think that's all vapor.
Have you got interest in artificial intelligence and robotization stuff? I mean, because Bitcoin, crypto, definitely. Any other high technology, basically your attention, you pay attention to?
To me, all those technologies, whether it's AI or robotization, those are all evolutionary things, because AI is just computer science. It's just more advanced, more complicated algorithms. So what is AI before is now regular computing. What is AI today will be regular computing in 10 years. So it's a sliding scale. So to me, everything's AI and nothing is AI.
But you're not going as an investor, for example, in some other areas. So you're focusing on, like you said, you like mathematics. So basically, you're focusing on high tech, like cryptos, or basically like physical technologies, hardware. I mean, or
that's a secret. I'm not going to tell you what I'm investing in yet.
That's fair. That's fair. Mr. Lee,
Good,
it was really great pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Subscribe, Blockchain Talk TV and Crypto Minds TV. Stay tuned.